Hello friends, myself Professor S.S. Amre from JSPM's Narre Technical Campus. Today I am going to discuss one of the very interesting, colorful and beautiful phenomenon shown by the light wave, that is the interference. Now before starting with the actual definition and types of interference, let us discuss some examples of interference from the nature. So first example is blue morpho butterfly, which is intense blue in color. This blue morpho butterfly which is observed tropical forest of Latin America. Now why that butterfly shows you the intense blue color? The reason behind that, the wings of that butterfly which is constructed or made up of a nanostructure. When light is incident on the upper surface of that nanostructure, it is get reflected, and in that reflected light the only blue color satisfy the condition of constructive interference. So that's why blue color is visible in the reflected system. On the other hand, the remaining colors which satisfy the condition of destructive interference, so that's why that is found to be absent in a reflected system. So this is one of the best example of interference in nature. Now second example is soap bubble. Now in your childhood you might have played with the soap bubble. Soap bubble is a spherical in shape, made up of a transparent material. Then it is constructed a thin film by using a soap solution. Again, when we observe the upper surface of that soap bubble closely, then we are observing that few colors are visible on that surface. Now why only that few colors are visible on the upper surface? The reason behind that, when the white light is incident on the upper surface, out of that 7 colors, those color which satisfy the condition of constructive interference, that color is found to be only visible on that surface, and remaining colors which satisfy the condition of destructive interference, so that's why they are found to be absent on that surface of the soap bubble. Now I am taking one more example as a interference by using a water wave. Now everybody aware regarding the water wave. Now how that water wave is created? When we tap on the water surface, it creates the wave disturbance, a disturbance on the water surface, and that is nothing but the water wave. Now again, how this interference takes place by using this water wave? So for that purpose, let us tap at two different points at a same time. So each point creates its own disturbance, means water wave. Both wave are traveling to, in outward direction. Out of that, few part of both wave is moving towards each other. They are found to be mixed with each other and gives you the resultant pattern, and that resultant pattern is nothing but the interference pattern. Now next example is of a color patch on a wet road. Now on again, why we are observing the color patch on a wet road? So this is because of when oil drop is falls on a that wet road, it forms a uniform thin film, and on that film when white light is incident over there, so again out of that 7 wavelengths of the visible spectra or white light, those wavelengths is satisfy the condition of constructive. They are only found to be visible in a reflected system or on a upper side, and remaining colors which satisfy the condition of destructive interference, so that's why they are found to be absent over here. Now after this some beautiful examples of interference from nature, now let us discuss what do you mean by exactly interference. So interference is nothing but redistribution of intensity due to the superposition of 2 or more waves. Now here the word comes as a superposition, so one must know what do you mean by the superposition. So superposition, again when 2 or more waves arriving at a point at a same time, then they are found to be mixed with each other and gives you the resultant pattern. So as far as that resultant pattern is concerned, its resultant amplitude is the algebraic sum of the individual waves. Now depending upon that how the intensity is redistributed, interference is classified into 2 types. One is constructive interference and another is a destructive interference. So let us study first constructive interference. So what do you mean by the constructive interference? When 2 or more waves arrive at a point are in a same phase. Now what is the meaning of same phase? When the crest of first wave is coincides with the crest of second wave, then such a type of interference is known as a constructive interference. Or when the trug of one wave is coincides with the trug of another wave, then again such type of interference is known as a constructive interference. So in this constructive interference, in your resultant amplitude there is an increment in your amplitude, and hence its intensity increases. Now second type is destructive interference. Now when two wave arrive at a point are out of phase. Out of phase means the crest of one wave is coincides with the trunk of another wave, or vice versa. Then such a type of interference is known as a destructive interference. Now in case of destructive interference, there is a decrement in the resultant amplitude, hence intensity decreases. If both wave in a destructive interference having a same amplitude, then in your resultant pattern we are getting exactly zero intensity. So this is the types of interference in summarized way. In constructive interference, both wave are arriving at a same phase, while in destructive interference both wave are arriving at a out of phase. After these types, let us discuss some important application of interference in engineering or technology field. The first application is as a anti-reflection coating. So what do you mean by the anti-reflection coating? So anti-reflection coating is also known as a non-reflection coating. This anti-reflection coating is used in a camera lenses, lenses of spectacles, then windshields of car. So working principle of anti-reflection coating is this: when light is incident on that anti-reflection coating, it reduces the intensity of a reflected light. Now how this reduces the intensity of light? For that purpose, let us illustrate it by using a one example. Now if you try to take a picture of a person who wear the spectacles having a anti-reflection coating, at that time when we capture the picture, we are observing the zero intensity. On the other hand, if you take the picture of a same person by wearing the spectacles without anti-reflection coating, at that time we are observing the maximum intensity which is reflected from the glasses of that person. So this illustrate when we have a anti-reflection coating, we have a minimum intensity is reflected, and when we have a without anti-reflection coating, we are getting a maximum intensity is reflected. Second application of interference is to test the optical flatness of a given surface. Now for that purpose, we are going to construct a vase shape film. So for that purpose, we are taking one reference material, and our test material we are going to place in such a way that it construct a vase shape film. When if light is incident on a upper surface of that test material, it gives you the interference pattern in a reflected system. Now let us examine that pattern. So in our pattern, if that pattern is a equidistant and parallel to each other, then our conclusion is that the given sample is a optically flat. On the other hand, if in your pattern, if it is disturbed, means some curve fringes, not equidistant, not parallel to each other, then given sample is not a optically flat. Thank you.